drive, focus, courage, determination. Victory. Gulder, the ultimate.
Previously on the Gulder Ultimate Search. Bob sets batch A of the contestants off for their foray into the jungle. After a long walk through the jungle, they arrive at the place where they must build their shelter. During their first task, Kende is the first person to drop the bucket of water on his head. After all the men are eliminated, it's up to Betty and Geraldine to see who finishes first. Geraldine wins. Kende is the first person to get evicted from the Gulder Ultimate Search Contest of Champions.
You step forward and give me your bandana and make your way back to the camp, pack your things, and leave. Do that right now.
My boy, don't do that. Because no food.
Oh God, it's big. Every time.
They've not had food, and hunger is a big inspiration for their gisting.
Video.
The boy's head is fine now.
Your love is my.
During the second game, they have to build ladders to retrieve a key.
It's not only about speed, it's about accuracy, how good you build your ladder. We don't want anybody toppling over.
Samuel is the first to lose this game and gets evicted from the search.
This is it for you, man. Lazarus, Samuel, for your dismal performance today, which we cannot tolerate anymore, you are hereby evicted from Gulder Ultimate Search.
To be followed shortly by Ola, who came second last in the game.
After you've given me your bandana, and leave.
They finally have food and fire and get to eat for the first time in 3 days.
You take like 3 or 2. You like
I'm not
3.
eating much. I'm not eating much. I won't take more than 8 spoons.
8.
They share me, man.
Before.
You people are not generous at all.
Very short for night.
That guides you down to the river. You fetch water and bring it up here using the rope as your guide and pour it in your bucket. As the water level rises on the bucket, the flag begins to come up gradually until the water fills enough to, the flag will stand. Sand in it. No, Franklin, you have sand.
Franklin, one of the big boys in the camp, is the next to go when he mistakenly pours his water during the third task into Betty's bucket.
Right? If you help another person, well, it's the person's luck. You came last, and therefore your adventure in the Gulder Ultimate Search stops right here, right now. So, you are hereby evicted from Gulder Ultimate Search Season 8. You cannot be part of the Contest of Champions anymore. You will nicely hand over the pyramid to any person of your choice to carry on your responsibility. Do that before I continue.
Yes, how is it?
No, you don't.
It's like palm oil now.
The oil is even too much.
It's not easy to cook when the wood is wet and it's raining.
You hit my hand.
Thank you.
It's because we would have finished since
It's because they are wet and then we're not enough. The beans cooking was not easy. We fanned beans for over 4 hours.
Promise is hungry and frustrated.
Water to dry.
Who needs water to dry? You've been cooking for more than 3 hours.
For 4 hours or something now. Let's eat this thing.
No, we don't have time.
Tired.
Hey, hunger.
So at the end, we ate water beans. But a lot of water in it, but we had to eat like when the hunger was high.
Evan, I think you need to hold your plate, oh. So it's on your mode.
People love me and you care about me.
Okay. Has it
Can I put 2 too?
No, one first now. You know how you do now.
Great care is taken with to make sure everybody gets an equal amount.
I'm just serve everything.
Serve everything so you can keep ourselves. Yeah, keep your thing by yourself.
No, it's not really.
I think too much.
Just have one more spoon.
One more spoon and you can keep the rest. Okay, one more spoon can keep the rest.
One more.
Because we eat tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it took about 4 hours, yeah, but I didn't, my side of the beans, I didn't have any water, it was strictly beans I ate. Some of them picked the water side, I don't know, but it was delicious for me.
Doesn't matter how good or bad it tastes, food is food.
What is called? Instead of drinking hot tea,
Drinking hot beans. Say everybody holding it now. You want to hold the healthy from under.
This morning in camp. The sun rises over another day in the jungle for the contestants of Batch A.
It rained all through the night. The camp is still very damp right now, very wet.
I couldn't sleep, I was waking up like 4 or 5 times in the night, water dripping on my head, but I survived, huh?
The general mood is one of misery. And it's not helped by the fact that water has to be carried. And in the midst of the hardship, people pray.
The state of our shelter is, there's anything below is 0. That's where it is right now because the shelter is leaking. Water is coming from up the hill into the shelter.
It rained a lot, and our hut is crap.
I talked to Alvin about it. He said, okay, that we should just, maybe if we come back today, we can just look for something like the bamboo, cut more and put it on top and manage tonight too, if it happens to rain.
Instead of fixing the problem, everybody just stares.
When the rain stopped, I wanted to just go up to the mountain and lay my mat there so the sun could dry it up a bit. So when I got up there, I could smell something funny, which wasn't there before. Usually it wasn't there. So I now said, okay, let's look around a bit. So I checked towards the left. There was nothing there, and I went a little bit higher on the mountain. Then I accidentally just slipped and slid down a bit. Then I hit something on my leg. It was kind of soft, so I thought, okay, maybe it was like a snake or something. I was kind of scared, and I just checked. And there I saw a basket with food inside. Man, I just slid right into it. I just slid. Oh, but it's spicy the fish. Woo! No! It'll still be, even if we eat it now, I mean, if we cook it now, it'll still be there till we come back. Yeah, it won't spoil.
The discovery of food, of course, changes things yet again. The shelter is forgotten.
Now wait till you come back.
Let's wait till you come back.
Let's wait till you come back. No time.
No time. Then this, let's say the wood, let's say it was not wet.
And the wood is wet.
But it takes time to get fire.
Oh, that's true, that's true, that's true.
So let's wait till you come back.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's wash the fish, then salt it.
So, see, me that I'm the one that found it.
That doesn't
I
make
should
any
get the bigger...
For what? The Geraldine that found that
Yes.
won the food. She get the bigger share.
No.
What?
I deserve it now.
For how?
So
Why?
you want a bigger, if you want a bigger share, you get it. Forget.
Kevin is very superstitious with his jackets. He believes his jacket is lucky.
My lucky jacket, it was... I took it from my girlfriend.
I don't know, superstitions. I don't believe in any of that.
Sometimes my lucky jacket sleeps under my head. Sometimes, yes.
Well, they didn't know how to wash fish. You put it on my head. I wonder how Henry will cook with you.
Betty,
What's dirty on the trouser? That dirty on the trouser.
Betty, no.
That dirty on the trouser. Come on, miss you.
Seriously.
Learn how to wash fish.
Seriously.
Learn how to wash fish.
Seriously.
I'm not leaving him.
Seriously. Like,
I am not leaving him out of it.
seriously, I'm not joking. Seriously.
I love
But Betty, no offense, I know that we all get ready for the task right now, Sha.
No, yeah, I know. But seriously, he didn't have to say Henry right now. Seriously. I don't have any problem with Betty. Although Betty is the kind of person that debate on matters are not necessary. Sometimes she wants to argue on that particular matters are not really necessary.
Madam, I just get to
I brought this thing here for my bag. Come on, please, let me help you put it.
don't put it on the floor, please. Don't even try. Don't even try it. Don't try it. You're going to spoil the mat, Betty. Don't try it. Keep it there.
See, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. But this is my side.
Little things.
This is my sport now, for God's sake.
Not too much,
Geraldine, stop it, please. I'm on the mood. It's not a big deal. Once I put my...
As much as Geraldine denies it, it is clear that she is not the most popular person in the camp.
Yeah, seriously. What's your problem?
Because of the leak in shelter, everything is wet every morning, yet they do nothing about fixing the roof.
What? See, seriously, if you want to talk, don't refer to my home. Let's talk about us in the camp here. Don't refer to my home. How will you have time for me? Who has time for me?
Betty,
Look at this.
your ass.
You mean you can beat Geraldine?
Geraldine.
No. You feel say beat Geraldine.
I'm a chick, I don't fight.
You feel say beat Geraldine.
I don't fight.
Betty,
dress now.
Betty, guess what? You're next. And who was beaten by Geraldine?
Let me rock when I reach Benin.
With this one pack, now you want to run.
I dare the most today.
With this one pack,
I dare the strength too.
all the beer and everything that you package inside that
Give me
place.
music, give me
I represent
Skittles.
Gulder. I'm talking about. Let's open this stuff. Let's try and open it.
Break it!
Help me with the key.
Anastasia saw the box yesterday when she walked into the camp.
We tried opening the lock, but being the fact that it has 2 holes for keys, we were thinking it's 2 keys it needed. That's needed to open it. But later on, I also said that, are you sure that I know that way? Maybe something you press or so, but the general house said it's 2 keys we need. There will be a way.
Yeah, I'll do after today.
Finally, after finding it almost a day ago, the chest gets their undivided attention.
There's another.
They will break it with stone. Give me a goddamn key.
You have to be patient.
Yeah, move now. Move now.
See, you have to be patient.
Move.
Wait, see, Geraldine actually believes.
You have to be patient.
Well, when we got the box from the previous stacks, we saw 2 keyholes on the lock. And we felt probably if we win today's stacks, we'll get a second key to open the box.
It's a trick lock, which means that they have to use some brain power to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm locking it. That's opening it.
And just try the second side.
Wait. Let me try something.
Try the second locking.
Wait.
Second one.
Wait. Then later on, I was trying, then Betty had a way of turning it and...
I just figured I had to turn it to the right and pull to the left. So that was how I opened the lock.
From
I
here.
believe
You
it's
see, this is
something.
where it's open. This is where it's open from, huh?
Or the other side.
No.
Okay, it's from here. It's from here. Okay, that's to come out. Here. It's open.
Finally.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Patience.
Can you imagine?
The clue inside says, fit together the 5 pieces of the teenage pharaoh Tutankhamun's disc.
Fit together the 5 pieces of the teenage pharaoh Tutankhamun's disc.
In the chest, we all found a disc.
It's supposed to be a disc at the end of the day, but there were pieces of it, so we have to put them together.
A task slightly more difficult than it looks.
Try from the top.
Find different ways, different technique, and it's not just working out.
Tutankhamun was an Egyptian pharaoh of the 18th dynasty. He ruled from 1333 BC to 1323 BC during the period of Egyptian history known as the New Kingdom. He is also referred to as the boy pharaoh because he inherited the throne at a young age. His reign was short-lived, and upon his death, he quickly faded into the sands of Egypt. When Tutankhamun became king, he married his half-sister Ankhesenapeton. They had 2 daughters, both stillborn. There are no surviving records of Tutankhamun's final days. What caused Tutankhamun's death has been the subject of considerable debate. Major studies have been conducted in an effort to establish the cause of death. Some say he was murdered, while other scientists speculate it was injuries to his body which were not treated well. The general consensus is that his death was accidental. The 1922 discovery by Howard Carter and of Tutankhamun's nearly intact tomb received worldwide press coverage. It sparked a renewed public interest in ancient Egypt, for which Tutankhamun's burial mask remains a popular symbol. Exhibits of artifacts from his tomb have toured the world. King Tutankhamun's mummy still rests in his tomb in the Valley of the Kings. For many years, rumors of a curse of the pharaohs persisted, emphasizing the early death of some of those who had first entered his tomb.
Can we place it on this?
Yeah, that fits in it. That fits in it. So we've each taken turns in trying to fix the disc together, and we haven't found a way. We keep getting to 4 discs, and then trying to fit the 5th piece into it seems to be like the major problem in fixing the disc. So we're still at the lockdown.
My eviction was quite unfortunate. It was disappointing. I felt I had much to offer. Probably I did too much calculation. So at the time I really needed to act mentally, I lost it. My friends and my family will understand because they know I am strong, physically and mentally. Because like it said, the downfall of a man is not the end of his life. Well, if any of them really feels disappointed, the show, I think, still continues. They could just log in and try it and see how it is. So I think they should keep it to themselves, their disappointments, and probably just lobby around me while I buy them a drink or two.
Then it's time to go on to the task of the day. Will someone be evicted? And if so, who?
Today, for the task, I'm prepared and I'm hoping luck will shine on my side.
As prepared as ever from the first day I came into the jungle.
I'm very prepared for the task. Seeing that we're down to 6 people and one person has to go home today, I'm trying to put my best into it.
Extra carefully selected. Premium barley. The finest of hops. And the purest of waters. Extra matured is the extra time taken to brew the ultimate beer. Enjoy the extra matured taste from the ultimate beer. Gulder, the ultimate. Drink responsibly.
The challenge.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the Gulder Ultimate Search. This, of course, is the first, the biggest, the best reality show on television, most consistent in this part of the world. Today is another beautiful day of challenge, and any moment from now, the contenders will be here. And of course, it will be very exciting. Let's watch. Yeah, over there. Yeah. We meet again, my friends. Good morning and welcome to another exciting, beautiful day in the Gulder Ultimate Search Season 8.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you all feeling?
Fine, thank you.
How's life in the camp? Nice?
Yes, sir.
Wet.
Wet. But I reckon it will be nice because you have more space now and more food, I guess.
We moved the camp closer.
You moved the camp closer.
Yeah, we reduced it.
You reduced it? Or you don't want large space? I see you brought your chest. Were you able to solve the riddle of the disc?
No.
No, sir.
Not yet?
Not yet, sir.
It's very crucial you'll solve it. Very crucial. You have to try hard. You need to solve that riddle. I mean, otherwise, you won't probably be getting anywhere. Put it down there nicely. In fact, let me have it. Thank you. Yeah. The viewing public is allowed to vote. 3 people from the 3 batches to come back on the very first day of the Contest of Champions. Those 3 individuals will now compete for 1 slot to complete 10 for the final championship. So you may be seeing them if you are lucky to be there. But right now you are 6. That means we need to kick out 3 more of you to have our 3 champions from your batch, because your batch is the very first one in 3 batches struggling to make it to the contest of champions. Let me quickly explain how the game works. And again, I urge you to be attentive while I give you direction. Over there to my right, you have crossbars resting on wooden stumps. There are 6 of them, as there are 6 of you. So the playing field is straight now. But when you get here, there are 5. And then we have this rope is the Rubicon. Only 4 out of 6 will cross to this next stage where you have 4 crossbars on wooden stumps. And after that, you have 3, 2, there's a beam there to be crossed, and of course, 1. That means in the end, 1 person gets to the very end. And so I'll go back to the beginning, but if you happen to be there in the last section, you must cross the beam, okay, nicely. If halfway through the beam you topple over, you have to come right back and cross it nicely again. That means the second person, while you're coming back, can overtake you. And we are watching very closely. So if you try to cheat, even if you're going to be the first person, we'll disqualify you and perhaps throw you out of the show completely. Each person takes 1, and your hands must be firmly on the crossbar. And then you move round the stump without letting go until the knot comes off. Then you move to the next stage. You can go as fast as you want. You can go as low as you want. But the thing is, your hands must be firmly on the crossbar as you go around the stump until it comes out. Then you move to the next stage, until the very end. Do you have questions? Yeah, Betty.
When we're moving, do we turn right or we turn left?
Anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. That means you move from your right. That means everybody moves in the same direction. Any other question?
And we don't take our hands off the cross.
Oh, no. Once your hands are off, you're out. Again, I may have to advise you that you may feel dizzy. So it's not about speed, but how well you can do it. More questions? Now, I feel you're ready to go. Game positions, you can take anyone. All of them are the same measurement, everything.
Trials. Challenges. Drive. Focus. Courage. Determination. Victory. Gulder, the ultimate.
Here we are now. They are all in game position. Watch carefully, because it's going to be very exciting. Are you all ready to play now? Are you sure? Go. If you happen to fall over, bring it right up. Your hands must be firmly on the crossbar. Betty, don't do that. Don't do that. Your hands must be firmly on the crossbar as you spin around. We don't want anybody trying to get advantage. If I see you spinning it, I will disqualify you. Your 2 hands must be firmly on the crossbar as you spin it around and spin yourself around as well. If you fall, get right up and continue doing it. Please make sure your arms are resting firmly on the crossbar. Take it easy so you don't topple over, because I know by now your heads are spinning, just as your bodies are spinning as well. It's a tough. Yeah, congratulations to you all. I mean, it's not easy. I know that the people watching you at home will think it's a piece of cake, but watching you live right here, I know that it's no mean feat to be able to do what you just did. Kevin, you're the man. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. It's about time I won.
About time, huh?
About time I won, sir.
You're getting your own back now.
Yes, sir.
And Geraldine, you are always almost first. How does that make you feel?
Well, I feel good.
Like you're still holding the lamp up for the women, huh?
I think it's good, sir.
Okay, that's really nice. You know, promise, you still dizzy?
Like throwing up.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay, that's part of the adventure. You know, some people cried when they told them they're not going to go to the jungle. And you were happy, right? What you see is what you get. Betty, where was the Saleko spirit? They deserted you? What happened?
I was busy.
Oh, and you couldn't control it. But you're okay now?
I'm fine now.
Well, we can't continue to have somebody who is dizzy because we have more challenges coming. So your adventure ends right here. So you go back to the camp after handing me your bandana, you pack your things, and go back to civilization because your quest has ended in Gulder Ultimate Search Season 8. This way. Adios! Alvin? You didn't cross the Rubicon. What happened? I don't know. Your fate was sealed when you fell over there. And therefore, this is where your dream of being in the Contest of Champions terminates. So you follow the footpaths of Betty as you drop your bandana, go back to the camp, pack your things, and nicely leave. Adios. You have more space on the mat now. So why don't you stand nicely? From 10, first batch, in our 3 batches of 10 each, You have now been whittled down to 4. But we are looking for 3 people to make it to the final contest of champions. And there are 4 of you. That means 1 person. Oh yes, 1 person is still destined to be kicked out of the ultimate search. Who will be next among you? So if you are kicked out now, perhaps that's when you go into serious prayers or even consulting your ancestors for the viewers there to like you enough to vote you back and for you to make it among the 3 people that will be voted back to contest for 1 position for the final contest. Think and meditate on these things as you go right back to your camp and prepare for tomorrow. Kevin, you are the winner of this round. This should be in your custody, so come and get it. But you all will work hard to make sure you solve the puzzle. Back to your camp now. The Gulder Ultimate Search Season 8, the Contest of Champions, continues.
I really don't think this is the end for me because it's really not over yet because the viewers at home would definitely get to vote me back in. I don't feel bad because I have a feeling I'm still coming back. I'll be missing promise, yeah.
I don't need to think about it. I feel bad. I don't feel good, of course. Falling out of the game, you feel bad. It's a memory I would not forget all my life. I won't really miss anybody, but I will give my heart and prayers out to Kevin as the only man standing. All my fans out there right now, I love you. I'll be seeing you, and vote me in to come back.
Trials. Challenges. Drive. Focus. Courage. Determination. Victory. Gulder, the ultimate.
Afternoon in camp. The contestants are on their way back to camp. 2 people less.
My eyes are spinning because the task today was actually planned to make you lose balance.
The game today was very, very tasking, very hectic because we had to turn in a circle and try to loosen a knot, and it kept turning round and round and round, and I got dizzy along the road. I almost threw up twice in between the game. Well, in the end, I crossed the Rubicon and I made it into the final 4. I feel very terrible about the eviction. Alvin was one of the most lively persons in the house. I'm going to miss him a lot. Betty was a nice person as well, even though she livened the house up with little fights that she picks up, but it was cool. And I feel very bad about their evictions. I kind of wish that Alvin, in particular, didn't have to go. But then again, if he didn't go, I probably would have gone. So, yeah.
Without Alvin, things are quiet and things are less crowded.
It's not as if I don't feel sad for Betty. I do, because I knew she wanted this more than anything. But Alvin is the fun in the camp. He's the life in the camp. So without Alvin, everything is dry.
Kevin hangs up his lucky jacket. It has served its purpose for today.
I am a little bit disappointed in Alvin, of course, because I expected him to push through. As for Betty, from the start, once we all set up the line there, I knew she was gonna go out because she was just trying to cheat. They are going to cook for me tonight. Right now, they are going to cook for me.
It's not a long process. Frying fish for soup.
Time to cook dinner for Kevin.
Steam it together with the stock fish. But once you together, we'll steam the stock fish differently. You understand? Turn it out. Then steam the fish. Turn it out. They use the water to cook the soup. I wanted to cook the food. You understand? There's a pattern I used to cook my own egusi soup. So when I started putting the ingredients, she said no, that she wants to add oil first, all those little things. I said, okay, fine. I don't like dragging too much. Whenever I'm cooking, I don't like different hands together to spoil the taste of the food.
And now what do you think, fry or boil?
You can still boil the stockfish and fry the fish now, since you're going to keep some.
There's still friction in the kitchen.
We'll have to keep some.
What do you think?
Okay. We're going to keep some.
You fry it.
We're not using all for the soup.
Fry it now.
Fry it now. Fry the fish, the problem. Help her.
Well, I kind of expected to be the last man standing because, like I said, I take my time, I read people a lot. So I already knew who was going to fail and everything. But right now I feel very dominant, like a lion having his women around. So I'm pretty much in control right now, so it's all good. I'm happy. Okay. Let me help. Help? Hello? You drop it. I can't just drop it. Geraldine, are you busy? I'll just drop it.
Is someone actually going to do something about the shelter? But it's difficult when you're the only man in camp and the women are cooking.
Bring how is kerosene, man? And you need to open the pot at some point.
These 3 hands. I used to remove my hands. You know this.
Is that rain?
I think I just turned that. I don't even know. I don't want it to rain.
I have to go to this room. So let me go and get
more pound funds. Okay.
During the cooking, I did not actually walk away because I'm doing other things, like the rain is about to fall, so I need to gather up our mats together. I need to get some clothes outside.
Kevin is trying to fix the shelter, but it may be too late because it's starting to rain again.
I'm cold and wet and I don't like it.
Our shelter. I have no idea. Everywhere is wet.
And the storm just gets bigger. And the cooking slower.
We had to cook under the rain.
Save the fire from the rain by pouring kerosene on it and standing over it, a couple of times just so that the water didn't get into it. And then Anastasia did a very smart thing of creating like a gutter around the fire to direct the water away from the firewood, so it was pretty much okay. And then pouring of kerosene under the firewood helped a lot.
We made a bar with egusi soup.
Well, this was my best meal so far in the jungle, to be sincere.
Wet or not, food is food. And as the day started, it shall finish.
But the food was good. We've eaten and we're full.
The food, fantastic. This, I don't like it one bit.
I think it's a pass. No, but Betty wouldn't have eaten in the rain though. We used to have a light food well. If I don't shout now. But Betty wouldn't have eaten in the rain.
I don't know what we're going to do about shelter if it rains tonight, but if it rains, I'm just going to stand. I don't go to sleep. Or I sleep sitting or something. I don't know. But pretty much dead.
Hopefully, we're praying that the rains will stop completely so that we could lay down the mats and see how dry they will be so we can have a good night rest.
Even when the water passes through, I'm not sure we can get our mats down because the shelter is in a very bad state right now. It's very wet and we can hardly even stand in it. We're all sliding out of it.
Tummies full, they turn their attention to Tutankhamun's circle to see if they can solve it. And trying to get dry next to the fire. It looks like it will be an early night. A day that started with 6 contestants and ended with 4.
Already? There's one that's supposed to be the smallest one that should enter here without any hassle.
Trials. Challenges. Drive. Focus. Courage. Determination. Victory.